Hey Aries, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 13th through the 19th. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to connect and see what messages are coming up here for the week ahead for the Aries collective. Keep in mind this is a general reading. Not every single message is going to resonate. So take what does, leave what doesn't. And without further ado, my dears and my darlings, we're going to connect and see what messages are coming up here for the Aries collective. Let's do one more shuffle and we'll get right on into it. All right, move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card that's coming up here for the Aries collective is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, traditionally, the court cards can be seen as a person coming into the situation. So this could be an earth sign person, sun, moon, or rising that you may be dealing with. If it is a person, this is going to be somebody who is very stable, very grounded, very committed, very reliable. Could also be somebody who's really into like sciences and maths, or helping you in those kinds of areas in your life. But someone that you can count on, someone that you can depend on. If you have earth sign placements, you may be making commitments in those areas of your life or in those houses. Knight of Pentacles can also indicate that some of you may be receiving news about your finances. Okay. And I feel that it would be something around like long-term investments. So there could be someone who is stepping into give you a loan and work out some kind of like long-term payment plan. There could be someone who's coming in and like investing, and then you're working out like that investment over time. But there could be something here in terms of somebody bringing you news around finances or helping you financially, and making like a plan to resolve it over time, versus like you got to hurry up, you got to do it right away, right? So there could be some kind of agreement that you're coming to as far as like a breakdown in payments, or if it is a business, ownership and profits and percentages and things like that. You may be working out a payment in that way, or a percentage of ownership. That's the feeling and the vibe I'm getting here around the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles also reminds us that we don't need to rush through something at this time. So you may be working on some goals and you may be feeling really, really overwhelmed. Like, I got to get it done now. I got to get it done now. And Knight of Pentacles is saying, look, you don't need to lose sleep. You don't need to stay up all night. You don't need to burn the candle at both ends. You can rest and you just be consistent. That's it. Just keep being consistent. Consistency is going to be the key to success. It's not necessarily to tire yourself out or to exhaust yourself. Just one day at a time, one foot in front of the other. Keep being consistent and you're going to have long-term success and long-term results. So some of you Aries have been struggling because you're doing way too much and then you're burning out. And you can avoid that by just being slow, being consistent, and being committed, and not having to burn out and then start over again, or burn out and try to recover. So you could be potentially maybe pushing yourself a little too hard, and this is saying keep doing what you're doing, but there's no need to be like extreme with how much you're putting into your goals or the things that you're working on right now. Your next card here is the Four of Wands. Now this could be very positive with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles could also indicate here with the Four of Wands, creating a home. Sometimes Four of Wands are associated with weddings. So some of you may be manifesting marriage, or manifesting an engagement, or talk of marriage, or talk of moving in with somebody. Knight of Pentacles coming in with the Four of Wands, that could definitely be a probability for some of you. Four of Wands can also be a card that comes up when we're going to be invited to something and we're kind of on the fence about going. And Four of Pentacles is saying go for it. Like this is going to be a good thing for you. If you are trying to do things in terms of business, like say you're looking for work, you're looking for a new job, or you're trying to get a business going, Four of Wands can sometimes mean for me that the business or the opportunity is going to come in through socializing. It might not be so much through like advertising, like putting money into advertising, or putting on events, or going online and applying to a ton of places. Your opportunities are going to come in through like networking with other people, meeting other people. And so there could be here that you're asking like for success in business, but yet you're having people who want to be friends with you or who are inviting you to things. And you're like, I don't have time for that right now. I'm busy on this goal. And you don't understand that that's the answer to the prayer. That's the manifestation. Okay. So for some of you, you're going to have opportunities or offers coming your way through socializing, through social kind of situations and networking. I do feel that some of you are going to find yourself like the talk at some kind of a party or some kind of a gathering. Like people are talking about you. You're getting a lot of attention. A lot of people are like going to be meeting you or like, wanting to get to know you. So there could be something where you're going and you're not expecting that you're going to be the center of attention, but you're going to end up being the center of attention in a positive way, in a good way. The next card coming up here for the Aries collective is the Fool. And this is a major arcana card. Major arcana cards are going to come up when it's a significant new chapter in our life. It's a defining time. The things that we're going through, the things that we're experiencing are directly connected to what we came here to learn, what we came here to accomplish. And the Fool card is very much a card having to do with a leap of faith, taking a leap of faith, and doing something we're feeling led or guided to do, even though it might not make sense to people around us. Now, the Fool card gives us confirmation that even though this is seeming like a risk, this is seeming like a gamble, you are being led to do this. You are being led to go in this direction. However, the Fool card also encourages us to look before we leap. Calculate the cost. Come up with the plan and then go for it, right? You're not just going to do it all at once and just say, oh, it's going to work out. Oh, I'm going to hope for the best. Oh, I'm just going to manifest it. You need to look before you leap. You need to know what you're jumping into. You need to know what you need to do to be prepared for that. And that's going to set you up for success. I feel here intuitively with the Fool card for the Aries collective, I feel like something is happening here. For some of you, this is very interesting. Very interesting. I feel like there's this leap that you're coming into, but you're holding back because of like people who have passed away. I don't know if this means that you haven't mourned yet, or you haven't grieved, or you haven't let yourself mourn or grieve, and you're being asked to let yourself kind of mourn and grieve and let that go. But I feel like you want to take this leap, but you're feeling weighed down. You're feeling weighed down because of people who have passed away. And maybe it's because you feel like they didn't live to see me make this progress. They didn't live to see me succeed. And so there might be guilt around that. Like, I can't enjoy it because they're not here. Or I shouldn't do it because I didn't do it when they were alive and they didn't get to benefit from it. Or I shouldn't be successful, or I shouldn't be happy because I didn't do enough for this person or these people before they passed. And you need to let that go. You need to let that go and know and understand that our loved ones are always still with us. They can always still see and celebrate with us. And, it things happen when they're meant to happen. So just because you didn't do something before somebody passed away, it doesn't mean you should never do it. It wasn't time for it at that time. And that's okay. It's time for it now. But for whatever reason, I feel there's a sense of mourning that is keeping some of you back from taking these steps and taking this leap, and really kind of like reaching this full potential. And you're being asked to like just take off that burden, take off that guilt, and uh, go for it. You have a right to be happy. You have a right to live. You have the right to enjoy life. You're living, you're meant to enjoy life. Okay? So that's a deep message. It's kind of specific. It might not be for every single one of you, but for those of you that it is for you, please do meditate on that. Now, your next card is the Seven of Swords. And so the Seven of Swords can indicate that we need to be cautious about a person in a situation. Perhaps maybe they are being deceptive. They're not being honest with us about their intentions, and they're trying to take advantage. The way that I feel this for Aries is I feel like a lot of you have some really good ideas right now, or there are certain things that you want, and someone is being very competitive, right? So I'm not telling you to live your life in fear, but the kind of energy I feel around the Seven of Swords, like say you went to a party, you went to a gathering, and there was someone that you really liked and you felt like there was a connection, and you could mention to this person, oh, did you see, the person that had on those blue pants? Oh my gosh, I felt like I had such a connection with the person that was wearing the blue pants, and I think they're like really attractive, and I really like their personality. I'm gonna see if I can get to know them, or I'm gonna add them on social media. And this person may not even be interested in the person with the blue pants. But now they're like, oh, well, I wonder if the person in the blue pants likes Aries. Well, they should like me, like they're looking for like a self-esteem boost or something. And so like now all of a sudden they're going to go chasing after the person that was wearing the blue pants at the party because they know you want that person. And they want to be able to say, oh, look, see? Oh, well, they liked me. Sorry, Aries. Or if you're talking about ideas about business or ideas about things that you're doing, this person may be listening to you and then try to run and like beat you at your idea. They might try to run and beat you to it. So I feel like the Seven of Swords in your case, Aries, is saying keep these things close to your chest. Don't put all your cards down on the table, because you might have someone around you that's just competitive. They might not like themselves very much. They might be very insecure. And so they're looking for somebody to compete with. And for whatever reason, they want to compete with you because they want to prove that they're better than you, because they need that for their low self-esteem. So just be aware and be cautious. Be aware and be cautious. And not everybody needs to know everything. Make your moves in silence and just celebrate the victories. Let everyone see the victory once it happens. Not everybody needs to know every little detail about what you're up to, because in this instance, you're dealing with someone that just wants for them whatever it is you want for yourself, just so they can say that they have it and you don't. So just be careful what you're sharing with who is around. You may want to check out your other videos. There's links in the description that will take you to the other videos on this channel. Sometimes your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. There's a link in the description so you can find the other videos. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, now could be a good time. I am extending the sale I announced recently because there was such a response to it. So I'm going to keep it going a little bit longer. The information is in the description of the video about the prices, like the sale price versus regular price. And there's a link that will take you to the scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite. And you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, Aries.